Only on 7 tonight, the lieutenant at the center of the Cecil Mills case gives her side of the story for the first time.
That you put in for retirement shortly after this incident. Why did you do that?
Because I was being villainized through the media and the fire department.
Tonight, she opens up to D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford about the day that Mills died and why she left the department.
It was a case that rocked the D.C. Fire Department.
Members of a firehouse were accused of ignoring a daughter's plea for help as her father had a heart attack right across the street.
Tonight, for the first time, the lieutenant in charge of the firehouse there is speaking out. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford is live outside the firehouse at the center of this case, and Sam has the interview you will only see here on 7. Sam.
Yes, Leon, Allison, Kellene Davis was obviously nervous, but both she and her attorneys wanted to get her side of the story out to the public. And so we spoke with her this afternoon at her attorney's office.
I feel bad because that's not how I am.
With her attorneys at her side, Lieutenant Kellene Davis gave her first extensive interview since the tragedy of January 25th when Cecil Mills, a longtime D.C. government employee, collapsed with a heart attack across from the fire station where Davis was in charge, and no one came out to help him.
If you had known that someone was in distress across the street?
I would have been over there immediately.
According to a report put out by the city, the first call came to 911 at 2:44 p.m. A paramedic engine company arrived at 2:54 p.m., 10 minutes later. Davis, who went before a trial board before she retired, insisted that by the time she found out what was going on, there were EMS units already on the scene.
I went to the front and I noticed that there were people there.
People meaning what?
MPD and EMS people.
So you saw an ambulance across the street, you're saying?
I saw people over there, yes.
There were clearly communications issues inside the firehouse. 2 people approached rookie firefighter Remy Jones for help, who called on a PA for the lieutenant that was not on. Firefighter Garrett Murphy went to the lieutenant's bunk room telling her about the incident across the street, and she asked for an address.
He went to the front of the firehouse and he was aware of MPD and an ambulance on the scene.
She speculates when Murphy saw units across the street, he didn't come back with an address. She walked to the bay doors and saw the units herself, she said. Her attorney is Donna Rucker.
And if the public really is interested in whether or not you had a lieutenant of 28 years with the D.C. Fire and EMS Department willingly disregarding a call for help and assistance of a citizen, the answer is no.
Then I'm not a monster.
Davis talked about how this has affected her, her family, her condolences for the Mills family as well. We'll have more of this story coming up on ABC 7 News at 6. Reporting live from Northeast Washington, Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.